Well, hello and welcome to Creative Profits Academy. I'm your coach, Christy Darlington, and today we're going to be looking at how to register a new domain with Springs Hosting in order to route it through Cloudflare and take it into our new Go High Level account. For those of you who have been working through my modules with Creative Profits Academy, you know that I teach a 4-step passion profit system. A begins with asking the market what is selling. That's where you do research and narrow down your niche. And B is where you build a base website and you begin to build out blogs where you're going to be able to link in your niche to different products depending on what your topics are that you blog on. You'll be able to link them to different products on Amazon, and those links, of course, to Amazon, if your ideal audience who's reading your blogs decides to click on one of those links and buy a product, you get credit for the commission. All that can be done with the basic Amazon Associates level. It doesn't require extra qualification to be able to send links from your YouTube channel or your blog site over to Amazon. But when you go to the higher level, the influencer level on Amazon, and seek to do product reviews that get posted with the products on Amazon, that does require extra qualification, and it's one of the things that we discuss in the 5-day blitz that Travis covers here, is how to get qualified for this influencer program with Amazon. And the advantages there is that not only do you have the potential of being able to drive traffic from your blog site over to Amazon, you could do that on the basic level, but it now gives you that ability to make product reviews on pretty much anything in your house that might be sold on Amazon, and then just by posting that video on Amazon, have a chance at earning commissions. When people are looking at the product and they see your video and they click on your video and watch it and then buy the product, you get credit. So it's a marvelous program to be able to jumpstart your affiliate journey with being able to earn some extra income through that influencer program, through those videos. So today I'm going to show you one of the steps to being able to get to that level with the influencer program is going through this 5-day blitz, and we require that you have a Go High Level account. Now, Go High Level is like an upgraded platform for web hosting and funnel building, and it even has options for a CRM, that's a contact management software, and all kinds of things that you can do with Go High Level that you can't do with a basic website hosting platform like the Springs Hosting that I talked about in Build a Base. You can do a lot with a basic platform, but it won't let you be able to have the high-speed web page landing if you're driving any traffic to your blog, either through paid media or through the Wealth3 Reach software. You're going to want something that loads quickly, something that it doesn't take but less than 3 seconds to come up and give people the option to read your content and respond to it. And the unfortunate thing is that, obviously Springs Hosting is very competitive in their pricing for web hosting. It's only like $10 a month, and Go High Level starts at $97 a month. So there's a huge price difference, but the reason for that price difference is the added functionality and high speed page loading that you get with Go High Level that you don't get with some of these other platforms like Springs Hosting. So I just wanted to explain the differences there. It all depends on what your budget is and what your goals are in your affiliate journey and in marketing. What do you want to accomplish in your business? I encourage you, if you have anything beyond just a blog site, something like a e-commerce store perhaps, or you're wanting to go to the next level with Amazon Influencer Program and be able to drive traffic through all the different tools that you're going to learn about with the Blitz, you're probably going to want to retain the Go High Level platform and have an account with them. At either rate, whether you buy hosting with Springs Hosting or whether you just buy a domain and route it through Cloudflare into Go High Level, this video is going to be helpful for you. So let's go ahead and get started, and let me show you the first place you're going to go if you're going to get a domain registered with Springs Hosting, which at this point is even cheaper than Namecheap. It's even cheaper than GoDaddy and all the other places that I've looked into for registering a domain. Springs Hosting at this point seems to be the cheapest. So it's really a good route to go. And I love the way their services work. I've been with them for 20 years with my websites. And I know their customer service is excellent as well. If you have any problems, you just submit a ticket and they get right on it and they really take care of you. So I love this company. They're local in my area, and I actually can drive right down to their place and talk to them if I have any issues. I mean, they're just a wonderful company to work with. So what I'm going to recommend that you do is go to my website, creativeprofitsacademy.com. That's Creative Profits, Profits, Academy.com, and I have here a link called resources. Here on the upper right hand side of the menu, just click resources, and this will take you right to the domain registration portion of Springs Hosting. It also is an affiliate link, so it helps me out if you go through my link. And right here on the top level of this page, I say sign up for low-cost web domain and hosting services at Springs Hosting, less than $10 a month. Now that $10 a month is if you buy the hosting package, but as I will show you now, you can buy a domain without buying the hosting. And that, if you're going to use the domain registration to bring it into Go High Level, you're not going to need the hosting package. So let me show you how to do that. You just click this link. And incidentally, if you have an account with Springs Hosting, this is exactly where you're going to go anyway. It's going to take you right over to the secure.springshosting.net. This is the section where you can look up a domain that you want to register. And you'll put that right in here. And if it is, you can just click Add to Cart. If it's not available, they'll give you suggestions here below this little box here to be able to modify that domain that you're looking for one that is available. So once you find one that works, you just click Add to Cart and then click Checkout. Now right out here at the checkout page, you're going to notice this little link, hosting. It's no hosting, click to add. So if you want to buy hosting and host a WordPress website on their platform, just follow my instructions in the B section of my site, the B module, building a base, and that walks you through how to actually build a blog site on Springs Hosting. And so all those instructions will be helpful there. It shows you how to do what we're doing today, route through Cloudflare, but route it back to Springs Hosting. Today, we're just going to route it to Cloudflare, and then I'm going to show you on the Go High Level side how to bring that domain directly into your account with Go High Level, because they will handle the hosting on their end. So for just registering a domain, you're not going to click this button right here. You're not going to click hosting. You're just going to go right down here to continue, and then it's going to give you an opportunity to just check out right here. And as you can see, it's just the 1-year registration price that comes up on this page. And incidentally, Namecheap used to be cheaper than Springs Hosting, but they recently raised their prices higher than this price right here. So like I said, I do believe Springs Hosting is the cheapest platform that you can use for registering a domain. And as I will show you today, they are also very easy to be able to manage your domains in their platform as well. Okay, so you're going to click Checkout. Now for those who already have an account with Springs Hosting, this is what you're going to do. You're going to log into Springs Hosting in the secure.springshosting.net section. And once you log in, on the left-hand side here, there is a little menu that says Shortcuts. This is quick and easy. Just go to Shortcuts and you see Register a New Domain down here in this box. You're just going to click that, register a new domain, do the same kind of search, and register, and then you can check it out. Okay, so now that we have checked out our domains, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take this screen that you come to once you've checked out. When you logged in, you see this Domains tab right here. You're going to click that. Scroll to the domain that you just registered. And I'm going to go ahead and go over here to the far right. There's a little wrench. You're going to click that. And once it loads in here, there you'll see on the menu on the left hand side, This is the name servers, and this is the register lock, and this is what we're going to be changing in a little bit to route it into Cloudflare. Okay, so I have this open right now, and then with a second tab, because we're going to need both tabs open, we're going to bring up Cloudflare. It's CLOUD Flare, FLARE.com. Enter that. Now, I already have an account, but if you don't, you're going to want to sign up. And go ahead and log in. And now here on the far right, you'll see this little button that says add a domain. This is where we're going to go ahead and add the domain we just added to Springs Hosting. So we'll click that. And we're going to enter the domain right here. It automatically comes up with my login email for some reason, but you're going to enter the actual domain I just did. All right, I just entered the domain I just registered. CuteCatsandGadgets.com. Go ahead and hit continue. All right, now here we're going to scroll down to the bottom where it says free. Go ahead and select that and hit continue. Okay, it always does this scan for DNS records. Okay. All right, so they're looking at the fact that we don't have DNS set up. On this section right here. Okay, there we are. Now this is what I was looking for. So I think it just took a second for it to bring up. So if that happens to you, well, now we know it just takes a second longer to show up. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to click to copy the first one. Let's go back over to Springs Hosting. First thing we got to do before we change the name servers is unlock the domain. There's a reason we have a register set up to be locked, because that keeps other people from transferring the domain out from under you from your account. So we usually keep it locked and only unlock it when we need to route it. Like this way we're routing it through Cloudflare. Okay, so it's disabled. That's good. Now we go over to name servers, and then see how it says use default name servers? You're going to change that over to use custom name servers entered below. You're going to delete out the Springs Hosting ones. And then we just copied and clicked the first one that was in the Cloudflare. Now let's go to the second one and put that one right here. Control C to copy, Control V to paste, if that helps, a little trick, keyboard trick. Now we're going to click down here, change name servers. All right, changed successfully. You see the Cloudflare name servers. Use the custom name servers below. That's good. Now we're going to go back to register lock right here, and we're going to enable the register lock. So just click that, and now it says enabled. Okay, we're done. Now that should be pointed to Cloudflare. Okay, I've given it a good half hour, maybe an hour, and now I'm going back into Cloudflare, and I want you to notice something. There's my new domain, and it says active. So once it says active, we're ready now to go to Go High Level and pull the domain into their account. Let me show you how you do that with Go High Level. All right, so in Go High Level, you're going to have to go down to the very bottom where it says settings when you log into your account. Under settings, you're going to scroll down to the section that says other settings. Down here, you'll see domains. Click domains. Now we're going to click the up here in the upper right hand corner where it says add. Now we're going to add that domain we just registered. All right, we're going to go ahead and say continue. All right, you see this little button down here, authorize domain? Another thing I want to point out, when you're doing this, you have to make sure you're logged into your Cloudflare account, because that then allows Go High Level to access your Cloudflare. So make sure you have that up. So like we just did, we saw that domain was active, then we went over to the Go High Level account, and now that I'm in my Go High Level account, because I have Cloudflare up on my computer as well, up in my browser, I just opened a second tab for Go High Level. it will be able to authorize it and connect. So see this right here, authorize. There was a problem with that action, request failed, and status code. Okay, I've had this happen before, guys. It is a brand new domain, and sometimes things just take a while to populate across the internet, and apparently it didn't like it. So we're going to give it some time. I've had to sometimes wait a day or two. Sometimes I've had to pull things out of Cloudflare and then put them back in. But I just showed you the process, and if you do have this kind of problem, just give it some time. We'll go back to this another day, probably tomorrow, and check and see if it'll bring it in. If it doesn't, then I'll delete it out of Cloudflare, give it another day or two for the domain to just populate again on all the servers, then bring it back into Cloudflare, and it usually works. But I've had up to a week where I've had to let things sit and pull things off of Cloudflare before I could then bring it into Go High Level. So just so you know, if you have this kind of an error screen like I just got right now with my brand new domain, don't panic. It just means that things aren't quite updated properly yet, and we'll have to try again another time. We may just, all we have to do is maybe just give it in 24 hours and try again. That's what I'll do on this one. But like I said, in the past, I've had cases where I've had to pull something off of Cloudflare for a solid week, then put it back into Cloudflare, like doing exactly what I showed you, and then it pulled into Go High Level. So who knows what's going on? I'm just guessing because this one's brand new. It just needs a little more time to populate and be confirmed on all the other servers that's involved in this connection. So we'll do that. We'll check it again in another week. Oh, by the way, too, when I do the authorizing with Cloudflare, it doesn't seem to matter if it has an error. If I try to go in there manually and update things, even the manual setting doesn't work. So just, I'll save you the hassle of trying that because it doesn't work. If it doesn't authorize with Cloudflare, it means that something isn't updated yet. And even manually trying to update it isn't going to work. So, okay, so anyway, that's that. Give it some time. Do exactly what I just showed you. And you should be able to get it to go within probably about a week at the most. Well, I have good news. It only took an hour, and so within an hour I went back, checked, hit authorize, and it did all the checks and it went through just fine. So it's just a matter of giving it a little bit more time so that everything got replicated across the servers and authorized, and it went through. And you could see when it goes through, it goes into your account just like this. And so there you see all the settings are here. Now, that means that it's set up in Go High Level. Now, the next thing we need to do is set up an email off of this domain, be able to make it so that it's authorized with email. This is a little bit more technical, but we can do it as well.